All right, so this is a suggestion via a channel member. The name of the video is Gen Z is aging like milk. Milk does not age very well, guys. All right. But let's go ahead and jump into this immediately. Yeah. So if this person here is Gen Z, first of all, that's a lie. This is like someone saying that they're younger than they are, I'm guessing. Or it could just be the massive amounts of like facial, ridiculous cosmetic surgery nonsense. It could be that also, right? Like once you start doing that, you look ancient, guys. It is what it is here. Like I look much older than I am. I'm not Gen Z though, I'm millennial. Right? I was born in the 1900s, specifically the 1980s, 1986 to be exact, late 1986. And I look much older. A lot of this is because, let's see, fat. I'm bald, okay, and I have gray hair. I've had gray hair since I was like 23 years old. I had a gray beard, 23. I went bald also, probably 21. Okay, just so you understand, all right, all of that. I am 38 years old. I look much older than I am, but. Either way, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this immediately, see where this takes us. This is about to be ridiculous. If they are aging like milk, I can only imagine that a lot of it is due to them basically being permanent victims. Social media has probably conditioned them to look for the most attention humanly possible, so they make up all these ridiculous victimhood mentality nonsense so they can bring in, right, as many people into their ridiculous cause as humanly possible, right? And then it spreads to the next person. The next person becomes even more of a victim. Why? Because I want just as much attention as you have. That's basically what I'm going to go ahead and forecast, guys. Let's jump into it.
Gen Z is aging like milk. Okay, there's a trend going around where Gen Z is freaking out because they realize they look really old. Starting with this clip from Jordan the Stallion.
Apparently, Gen Z is like aging really rapidly.
It is mainly because of the stress. Come here. We live in a time nowadays where millennials look way younger for their age, while Gen Z looks way older for their age. If you don't believe me, I'm Gen Z.
What? I don't believe you. I'm just going to be honest here. I'm going to go ahead and forecast. I'm going to say 42, all right? You are someone's middle-aged father. I think on the youngest, probably my age of 38. Okay? Probably at the youngest, that's what you are. Other than that, I don't believe you. I'm sorry, sir. I would love to. Like, to be honest, I would love to believe that you are, as you say, Gen Z. But I'm not sure, bro. I don't know what it is. It could just be how he carries himself, I guess, guys, along with what he's wearing. Like that jacket makes you look like you are at least 97 years old, at least. And the beard also. It's a mixture of things that are making him look a lot older, guys. I'm definitely not going to go ahead and say that I believe that he's Gen Z, though.
Get closer. I am Gen Z and nobody ever believes me. When my mom and I walk out in public, people think that my mom is my younger sister. Right. When I tell people, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my family, they think I'm talking about my children. I don't have kids. Right. I'm talking about my parents. I'm still the child. Does that make sense? I'll put it to you like this. Zendaya is older than me.
Zendaya.
Tom Holland is older than me. You know what I'm saying right now? There was one time I wanted an autograph from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Right.
So Zendaya is 28 years old. Okay. I don't believe it.
Standing for hours for this autograph. And when he walked up to me, I said, can you please sign this poster? It's for Jordan, right? He then took it and put, Dear Jordan, your dad is a great guy. He stood out here for hours and then gave it back to me.
Is that a real story?
Before I could correct him, he looked at me and said, times were way more difficult back when we were kids. Am I right? And then he tapped my shoulder and left. Dwayne is 52. I am 26. What I'm saying is, so Gen Z definitely...
Okay, that story may be true because, again...
looks older. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay, so that guy's name is Jordan. He is 26 years old, and he's borderline Gen Z. Now, if you didn't know, the age range Gen Z is from 12 to 27, so he does actually qualify there. I think in his case, I think it's just a look he's gone for.
Right.
Like, if you shave, you'll probably drop another 10 years. I'm pretty much the same. Like, with a beard, I look 55, but then if you shave it off,
Yeah, I'm not, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I am not sure you can grow a beard. Who is this guy? But I'm also not sure he can grow a beard based off of what I'm actually seeing here. I mean, no disrespect.
Look about 12. So it's not too bad. I mean, he still looks good and everything. I think he's one of those guys who ages gracefully, meaning at like 45, he'll probably look the exact same as he does now. The way I screamed no when he said I'm Gen Z, I screamed you said Zendaya is older than me. I would have never guessed you're only 26. My condolences, Gen Z. 26? What stress are y'all going through? Now, the real problem comes when we start looking into these other posts. This girl asked her audience what age she looked. Most guessed 30s and 40s. She's 22.
Respectfully.
Do you see what I'm saying here, guys? Nonsense. Like, I'm looking at you, and I can definitely tell you that your lips are not natural on your face. And also, I see most likely Botox above your cheekbones, your forehead. Okay, this looks disgusting. Please stop this immediately. Like, no matter what your situation was before, it was better than what it is now. The fact that you're saying that you are 22 years old and you have the appearance of this is absolutely despicable. This is a diabolical look for you, okay? I am not a fan of messing with your body. Do whatever you want to do with your body. Absolutely. I love that for you, yes? But it's still going to look terrible.
You look like you're pushing 45. Stop getting filler or Botox, whatever you have. It looks so bad. 45?
Yeah. I'd say like 40, 42, 43. I'm pretty comfortable with that number.
Get like, okay, maybe like late.
Like 40, 42, trying too hard.
20s, 30s. 22, yeah, shocker. When I first started TikTok and started making filler videos, like come get filler with me.
Oh, that's your
Botox.
thing. You're trying to tell people to copy you.
I used to get these hate comments all the time. There's just people on TikTok that absolutely hate cosmetic procedures and believe that you shouldn't get them.
You shouldn't get them.
And again, I think it's a personal preference. Like if I want to get filler,
yes, do your thing.
Like no one should stop you from getting filler because...
Well, no one's going to stop you, but you also can't stop the other person on the other end of it being like, what is that? Okay, and I think that's the reality here. I would never stop anyone from doing whatever they want to their body. You are an adult, live your best life, do all your stuff, right? But you're also not going to stop me from talking. Okay, that's just the reality of the situation. But all right.
Because it's your own face, but people always told me that I look older, and I get it.
You do.
I look older.
Oh, yeah.
I might act older. But 45?
Yeah. Okay, 45 trying too hard. I'd say 43, I'll be nicer. But definitely 45 and trying to catch like a young guy or something. Like a cougar.
And before I used to cry over these comments and used to delete them and block the account, but now I'm just like, I just laugh at it because I know it's not true.
It's true, but live your best life. Tell yourself whatever you need to tell yourself to sleep better at night.
But I do respect your opinion.
Okay, I just gotta say, is it complete?
Because if you respected the opinion, you'd be completely fine with what's being said. The problem is that it's a true statement.
Completely neutral party over here, not trying to say anything, but yeah, she does actually look 45. I'd venture maybe even 55, and that's not an insult. I can't talk. I look like a freaking Goomba that got stomped on by Mario. I'm just being honest, like these TikTok comments, and this is probably a result of all these fillers or procedures that she's having done at such a young age. Yeah, I feel like literally nobody should be getting Botox or fillers or any kind of work done on your face at the young age of 22. I feel like at least grow into yourself a little bit, right? At least, spend a couple years working on yourself through, the natural means of diet.
That is a man.
At least, spend a couple years working on yourself through, the natural.
What in the hell? That's a man, guys. Respect. No comment. I have nothing to say about this. But I didn't mean to lick my lip in that manner. Oh my God. It was dry. Relax. That's a man, guys. That's a man.
Natural means of diet and exercise, and maybe you look up some of these goddamn looks fixing tutorials, start mewing 60 hours a day. I don't know, okay? Anything's better than flipping injecting shit into your face, okay? These mega companies kind of guilt trip you into thinking you should be applying all these products every single day, and if you don't apply them, you're gonna die or something, you're gonna look ugly. But then kind of the opposite happens. The people who end up staying very natural just naturally have good looks because, you know, that's the way our ancestors kind of did it. Here's some of the comments. Why the hell are you all getting fillers at 22? She does look 45. No one should stop her from getting fillers. Yes, I hope she's happy. Okay, this thing about...
Yeah, right. Live your best life.
Yeah, you should be allowed to do what you want. But if this is the result, is that really what you want to do? I mean...
That's not your place to say that, personally. Like, let her do whatever she wants to do with her body, right? That's it. It's hers, guys, right? I mean, do whatever you want to do with it, type of thing. To a certain extent, obviously. All right. But literally, bro, do whatever you want to do. That is not my place to tell you what needs to get done, guys. It's not. All right. You want to go ahead and destroy your face because you think it looks pretty? Do it, please. I beg you. Live your best life.
Sure, go ahead if you wanna look 45 at age 22. Go ahead and do all this shit. Nobody's stopping you. But come on, we should be allowed to speak out against it.
You are allowed. You just don't. You've completely adhered to the terms and service of TikTok culture and that ilk, basically, like the individuals that are scared to death of differing opinions. Stop bending over to them.
Believe it or not, even stuff like makeup is probably bad for you because there's a ton of chemicals that you should not be putting in your face, but it's just so normalized and that everybody's doing it, and you feel like, hey, if this person's doing it, if I don't use it, I'm just gonna look uglier than them. So that's why you kind of get in this rat race over here. But yeah, I just, you know, I'd stay away personally, okay? But I'm a guy. So what do I know, right? Oh my God.
As just as much as the other person? Why would you say that? That's ridiculous.
Stay away personally, okay? But I'm a guy. So what do I know, right? Oh my God, saying she looks 45 is an insult to women who are 45 and look way better than this. She thinks looking 45, 22 is bad. Wait till she hits 45. She will look 100. She's lucky no one said mid 50. Yeah, Twitter is even more ruthless than TikTok. Here's a quote tweet. What does 22...
Because all the trash didn't reach there.
...year-old and so many others fail to realize that when they go for these trends, laminated brows, lash extensions, fake tan, Botox, filler, bleach blonde hair, etc., is that they look like the old women that are trying to look young. Exactly.
This is what I said. I just said that. She looks like a 45-year-old woman trying too hard. Nothing's wrong with being 45, guys, right? But the fact is she's 22 but looks like she's a 45-year-old woman trying too hard. That's the problem. She looks like a cougar. Okay? Nothing's wrong with aging gracefully, bro. I'm telling you, please. Age gracefully. That's the best thing for everyone, I would say. But when you do this is despicable.
Exactly. You get this sort of artificial look. Not saying that I've tried it. Okay, obviously I haven't tried it. I don't have personal experience, but I don't think you need personal experience. You can kind of see the results of this on social media. You know, applying products on your face is one thing, but then, you know, some people take it too far with the plastic surgery. You know, we saw example 1, example 2, example 3.
I don't know who any of these people are, bro. But what are we doing, guys? What are we doing here?
3, you really want to turn out like these people? No, stay away, okay? Don't get influenced by South Korean doll look or like whatever these people are brainwashing you through social media. Watch Pegasus and stay sane, okay? This super blonde hair ages a lot of women too. Work with your coloring. Yeah, I'm sure the hair is the problem. I'm sure...
Yeah, I think so, because like that's the stereotypical like bleach blonde look that you start to see on women that have basically have passed the wall. I think the GOAT used to say, guys, right? And you start to realize it, then it becomes like just a stereotype, and that's what it is. I think she fit directly into the stereotypical look of a cougar. I think so, and I think that's why people are then saying this. I think she had, again, her natural hair color that matched her eyebrows, guys. All right, that probably would have been different. She would have looked her age, I'm sure. Let me look at her again, guys.
There's a lot of women.
Yeah, I think she had her natural color. She'd shave off a little bit at least, guys. I think so, personally. I think so. I still give her in the 30s, though.
And two, work with your coloring. Yeah, I'm sure the hair is the problem. I'm sure she needs to do even more work on herself. That is great advice right there. Come on, just stay away from the artificial shit. Eat normal, single ingredient healthy foods. Exercise, and maybe you can somehow wash this away. I don't know if exercise can fix this, honestly, because the damage seems to be done, but you know. And here we got yet another one of these videos where people are just complaining about getting called old.
I was humbled so quick tonight. I was on live with my boyfriend, and someone was like, "How old's your girlfriend?" And John jokingly responds,
Oh, wait, let me guess. I'm going to say she is out of college, right? Probably working somewhere nice, right? She drives a Tesla, all right? I'm going to go ahead and say she's a solid 30. Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna say a solid 33. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, solid 33.
47, and the girl comments, "Oh, I thought she was early 30s. I am 23.
Okay, yeah, we have a problem. Yeah. Like, have you ever seen like, these old images of like the ancestors, let's say, from like the 1940s and 50s, yeah? And you would see them and you'd be like, bro, you have all of these things, right? They were married, they had a house, picket fence and things like that, right? And you'd look at them and they'd be like, yeah, he's at least 40. And then you'd find out that the person in the image was like 22 years old. And you're just like, bro, why do you look so old? Right? Like, how is it that that's a thing? Social media had a gigantic part in Gen Z's upbringing, right? And all of the famous people that became famous off of social media. Like, it's forcing them to grow up entirely too fast. I think that's what's going on here, guys. Like, by the time they're 18, they're just out here trying to do as much as humanly possible to act as if they are older.
Probably the most offended voice I've ever heard. Yeah, she doesn't have it as bad as the other person, obviously.
Nah, she looks great. Listen.
She just kind of looks like a mom. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Not just a regular mom, okay? The mom that's spelt with 4 letters and ends with an F. One of those.
Yeah, more 30s than 20s, but I feel like that's kind of the aesthetic she went for. Like, just the clothes, the dressing, the style. It just gives off more mom vibes, you know? Yeah. This lady is my age, by the way, which is weird. In my head, I'm still 15. I'm still a kid. Okay, I don't know. The fact that these people are my age, that's crazy, bro. Well, maybe I'm going through a crisis right now. It's gotta be the micro...
That's a wild one.
Oh, plastics, dog. It's definitely... Don't touch the receipt at your cashier. It's estrogenic, actually. People are just brutal. 23, I was thinking 33. I thought...
Yeah, I was thinking like 32, bro.
35. I was thinking mid to late 30s. I'm thinking 35. Jesus, you don't need to be so honest. Ay, ay, ay. There's a fine line when it comes to baby Botox. Injections, fillers, and vapes are among the sneaky culprits making Gen Z look older than millennials. If you vape... I was about to say things that cannot be said on YouTube, but you get my message. If you vape, all right? If you vape. Okay. Experts warn as cosmetic procedures soar among the younger generation.
I have a vape. I don't vape very often, but I generally only vape when I'm doing like super long reactions to things that are like super wildly long.
It is not uncommon to see 18-year-olds with lip filler. Heaven forbid my daughter gets 18-year-old lip filler. Ay, 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 ay.
Who's paying for that?
Lord have mercy upon my soul. I will not be participating in society when I grow up. Ay, ay, ay. She added the 20-year-olds are getting Botox and fillers, semi-permanent makeup in the form of eyebrows and lips. These procedures combined can make you appear older, Perry said. And actually, once you start going down this route, it's very hard to go back to being entirely natural, especially when the affirmations start on social media. That's right, get all your self-esteem from losers on social media, like TikTokers, Redditors, Twitters, TikTokers, and I said that twice. Okay, I have brain damage. Number one, guys, stop obsessing over your appearance. It just never ends well. Number two, stop putting trash in your body in the form of chemicals, processed foods, McDonald's, 6 billion ingredients, frozen food products. They're all poisoning you. They're all killing you. Number three, social media is going to...
Yeah, basically, right? I get that completely. 'Cause, I mean, half the year I live in Spain, so I can definitely tell you that there's about a 40-pound difference from when I'm in the United States of America and when I'm in Spain. Basically, eating the same exact things. The ingredients, bro, the preservatives, whatever is in the food in the United States of America, just wants you in the hospital so you can pay crazy bills, bro.
Roast you regardless of how you look, so don't take it too seriously. Don't take it to heart.
I'm called fat like at least 10 million times in a day. Okay, that's an exaggeration. I would say I think the filter catches maybe 200, 300, 400 times a day fat. So I get it, bro.
So there might be a little bit of truth to it, okay?
Just
Number
don't
4,
care.
never get plastic surgery unless your face is literally burnt off and it hurts for people to look at you, okay? Most people, just 99.9% of people, do not need it, okay? It'll just make you feel worse. Love yourself, be happy, be healthy, and subscribe for maximum intellectuals. I'll see you guys in the next video. Click this video or I explode. Gen Z.
Okay, bro. Gen Z is aging like milk. Now, based off of this, I can see how that's a thing. There's a lot of nonsense, bro. Like, listen, love who you are, all right? Not everyone is going to like you. I think that's just the number one thing, and I think that's what people get caught up on. They want everyone to like them, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Like a lot of the women here that are doing all this plastic surgery look like they're entering into geriatric pregnancy. They look like they would be entering into that time of their life if they were to have kids. All right? They're not. So why are you doing this to yourself? Don't do this to yourself, please. Right? Find one person to like you and then move on. Why do this? You want everyone to like you. Social media. Guys, social media was a good thing, I would say, right? To a certain extent. Like the ability to communicate and things like that, but the culture that arose where everyone is trying to one-up each other, basically. Like, look at this fancy thing that I have that I rented, but I'm not going to tell anyone that I rented it. I'm just going to, say that I have it in my arsenal, let's say. Then you have people thinking that they are doing worse than their peer because their peer just did a random, social media video with a Lamborghini that he rented for one day. Okay. Right? He took a lot of photos that day, right? Yeah. And that's the thing, guys. It's sickening. Everything on social media is basically fake. It's basically fake. The culture of social media is basically fake. The fact that, the worse you behave, the further you go kind of on social media. If that makes any sense, right? Like the more you can get someone to enter into your cause, whatever cause, insert niche subgroup, right? Whatever cause you have, right? They're just going to be like, listen, you're going to overblow it. You're going to make it seem like that's the most important thing in the world. Bro, it's not. It's not, okay? There are people hungry. You talk about one thing, okay? It's not that important, bro. But Gen Zers love that. They love creating like small things and making them big. And that's that victimness that I think is plaguing them. Then they're thinking it's real. Then they're stressing out over it. And they're just like, aging. See, I like millennials better. It's just because I am one, guys. I guess I'm biased here. I'm biased, very biased. Right? Like my kids are Gen Z. And they're interesting. they're very interesting. Okay, they're very interesting. My daughter's a super young Gen Z. My son is about to be 18, right? And it's just like, bros, you can't just take everything as an affront. But luckily, they're not doing that. Not over here. Okay, all right. Not everything is worthy of completely destroying your life over. If that makes any sense to you guys, right? But anyway, in the meantime, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. The fact that you just made it to the end of the video says a whole lot, actually. We have a couple other channels. Mr. L. Boyd Music, Mr. L. Boyd Movie Reacts, along with Mr. L. Boyd Discusses, where I just generally speak about the things that specifically matter to me. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.